When the world wears white again and everything disappears under a thick blanket of snow, that's when the magic of winter unfolds. As in every year, nature shows us a world of wonders. As Mother Nature decides to let it snow. Snow crystals are natural works of art, as fragile as they are ephemeral. Each crystal is unique, and yet all develop in accordance with the same six-fold symmetry. However small the individual crystals are, their united force is a natural phenomenon that determines the course of life during the cold season. This is particularly true for the alpine mountain ranges. It's December, and about time to look for a proper Christmas tree. Snowflakes descend softly from the tree, and we've never before seen nature's white splendor quite like this. This tree is exactly right. It's the perfect choice.
Ja, passt genau. Wie schaut das dann so gut aus? Schau mal, wie der Fest ausschaut. Passt genau.
The landscape is deeply covered in snow, and here, in the Austrian mountains, it looks as though it's going to be a white Christmas again. But there's still a little time to go before then. The wild animals sense that the weather is about to change. Dense clouds appear. The weather front carries moist air that collides with cold air masses in the alpine region. Ideal conditions for productive snowfalls. When it is barely below freezing, the first snow crystals begin to form inside the clouds. Over time, they join up to form bigger flakes, and once they're heavy enough, they fall from the clouds and it snows. Each of Mother Hulda's works of art is unique. No two snowflakes are exactly alike. Unlike raindrops or hailstones, snowflakes fall gently from the sky. Once a snowflake touches water, it immediately melts, releasing the air inside. . This creates a high-pitched sound that is unique to each flake and inaudible to the human ear without the assistance of technology. On their descent to the ground, some of these fragile structures run into warmer pockets of air and melt. But most of them make it all the way to the ground, where they form a blanket that keeps growing thicker. St. Nikolai in the Austrian Sölktal. Here, as in many valleys of the Alps, time-honored Christmas traditions are kept alive. All throughout the Advent season, the whole family takes part in preparations for the grand celebration. Stars are made from straw, both for the Christmas tree and to decorate the windows. And once the snow starts to fall, visions of a white Christmas begin to stir in everyone's dreams. While the family is busy with Christmas preparations in the warm room, the snowfall grows heavier outside. Not many dare to venture out the next morning. For some animals in the wild, winter is the hardest time of the year. Now they have to live off fat reserves they built up in the summer. They're protected by their winter fur, which is such an effective insulator that snow doesn't melt for hours. The new snow is deep and soft, and each step takes a lot of energy. During snowstorms, chamois and deer sometimes show surprising behavior. They allow themselves to get snowed in, as the blanket of snow protects them from wind and frost. Other animals successfully use this trick too. Huskies spend the night outside. They don't mind even the sharpest frost and the heaviest snowfall. And in the morning, the hardy dogs are busy getting rid of the snow again. The animals are restless. They can hardly wait to get going. Huskies are originally from Siberia, where they've been used as sleigh dogs for centuries. Huskies are perfectly adjusted to snow. Their paws are padded, and hair between their toes ensures a safe tread. Dog sleigh races are becoming increasingly popular everywhere, and only the strongest and most experienced animals get to run at the head of the pack. Huskies are totally in their element in the snow. Which can't be said about sheep. If a herd is surprised by a snowstorm, it usually means heavy shoveling for the shepherds. The natural response of sheep is to flee any imminent threat, but where to escape when danger threatens from all sides. The sheep are noticeably confused. And even once their way is shoveled free, they still require some persuasion. Without help, they would freeze to death, as in September 2007 when hundreds of sheep perished in the Austrian Alps. It takes quite some time until the strange caravan reaches the stable. Not only is it warm and dry here, but there's plenty also for the sheep to eat, in sharp contrast to the conditions faced by wild animals outside. For chamois, for example, foraging in the winter is a challenge. When deep snow covers the plants on the ground, the animals must stretch for the young conifer shoots. In times of dearth, they even nibble the meager lichens off the tree bark. The splendid white snow is already several feet high as the next cold front approaches the Alps, bringing even more. The downside of a picturesque winter's tale is its icy cold and heavy snowstorms. And once a dense snowfall and strong winds combine, things get really uncomfortable. The snowflakes whip horizontally through the air. The wind amplifies the bitter cold and frost. Animals in the wild suffer the most under such extreme weather conditions. Many of them must look for cover now. Some of them have developed their own survival tricks. The snow vole, for example, lives in caves underneath the snow where the temperature never drops below freezing. If the snow failed to appear and provide its protective layer, many animals and plants would not survive the winter. While the snow vole is secure in its warm cave, the chamois are climbing up the mountains in search of food. Above the timberline, the wind continues to blow the snow away and exposes withered grass. But these frozen tufts are merely signs for the chamois. They scratch right next to them for grass that didn't freeze under the snow, thus remaining edible. During Advent, days are short and nights are long and cold. Inside the houses, though, it's warm, and the smell of biscuits, the long-awaited harbinger of the upcoming Christmas celebration, lingers everywhere. Many old customs and traditions brighten up this time of eager anticipation. To the sounds of Advent horns, another window of a special house is opened. It's an oversized Advent calendar, and next to it, hot sweet chestnuts and open hearths provide warmth and a sense of belonging and well-being. During particular...